How's your relationship with the president?
I think my relationship with the president is okay. We're working together. We're making the impact that we should. And I'm grateful to be sitting here as the first female vice president of the Republic of Liberia. If you look at relationships, and each of you sitting over there, I think most of you are married. If you look at relationships, there are always ups and downs, but our interests remain singular. That is not about my personal interest or about the president's personal interest. It is about what both of us can do together for Liberia. And I think that is the relationship I want to talk about. And it is strong. We're working. We're doing what we can. And I'm just grateful to have such an opportunity.
Thank you. Your political relationship, to be exact, together since 2018. I saw you crying upon his acceptance, that joyful moment. You took your handkerchief, you clean your eyes, you pass it over to him. He did the same. It was, listen, that is touching. It have gone down in the Guinness Book of Record. That relationship, is that the same relationship we are talking about?
And Stanton, let me be frank, and I don't think I've ever said this on international wire, but I love George Weah with all of my heart. And that's the bottom line. If I didn't, if I didn't believe in him, I would not have given up my destiny to support his, which is what I have done. And so I believe together, in spite of all of the things that have happened. And I always say, President Weah and I have never argued. He has never raised his voice at me. He has never been abusive to me. There's times that I'm a little bit irritating and I keep, pushing issue. How I can harass you. So now, let's do the thing here, man. Let's do it like this. And maybe, he may have a different plan of action or want to do it another way. Then you say, I don't know if you believe it here, and are working on it. But I think the two of us, as two individuals, we have a very good relationship. There were times that others intervened in areas that caused additional hardship, but I can never sit on the international or local media and say that the president and I have a difficult relationship between the two of us. I think we've worked together very well, and I'm his deputy. My job is to assist him in the discharge of his duties, and I try to do that. This morning, I had a small conversation with some little children who came to visit me, about 27, maybe from 8 to about 15, to get my Christmas message. And one of the little girls asked me, what is the most difficult thing you face as vice president? And I said, let me be frank, because I think transparency is good for all of us. And I said to her, I came from being senior senator for Bone County. I was the head of the county. I pulled things where I wanted it to go. I dragged it to places that I thought was better. And I was the leader. I did that for maybe 15 years. Then I come into a space where I'm vice president and I'm second in command and I have to wait. I have to serve. Even if I have an opinion, I have to discuss it with the president and get his view on what he wants to do because he's the leader here. And I think that was the most difficult thing, remembering that I'm second and I'm no longer first. But I think the Bible tells us, and it's something I believe, that he who maybe wants to lead one day must also serve. So you get a chance to taste both parts of the leadership spectrum. And so this is someone I care about deeply as my leader. I think as we go towards 2023, the three political parties are supposed to be finalizing whatever issues we have amongst ourselves and get ready for the nomination process in February. And then we'll begin again to seek the mandate of our people. We'll go across the country, give our platform, talk about the positive things we've done, and ask for that second term. So I think the relationship between the both of us is okay. It's a working relationship, and I've learned a lot over the past 5 years being second in command to someone like President George Weah. And as I said this morning, I'm indeed grateful.
Thank you. Together, my last question, and the guys will come in. Together, since you guys took the Rim of Power in Liberia, 2018 inauguration, Today is the 24th of December 2022. But one more year, if everything in place, but one more year. October 10 will be election. We can say what we want to say, Madam VP, but it's election year. The question is, together, you and President Weah, point to some of the things you guys have delivered for the Liberian people, some of the achievement that you can boast and say, yes, we did this. Yes, this president did this. Talk to us, point to those things. Let Liberia hear you tonight, man.